Louise Mucha has entered the building. Na 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 na. Oy 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 oy. Love, amore, amore, Liebe, love. Oh no!
I'll get a towel.
They're only flowers.
Where do we go get the towel?
I don't know.
Are these lines? She's yes.
Oh, you found some. Okay.
change that you want to see. Be the change that you want to see in this world. Train your mind on who you are, not who you want to be. Open your eyes to what's in front of you, then you'll finally see. Then you'll finally see. To be the change, to be the change that you want to see, that you want to see in this world. To be the change, to be the change, to be just be the change. Just be the change. Be the change in this world. Are we on? Now it's time to go. Time to get going.
Please, come on, one more time. Let's celebrate Florence. Oh, beautiful. Sorry. I don't have my papers. We're good. We'll just go on. Hello and good evening and welcome to Spiritual Unity Movement's Full Moon World Healing Meditation Ceremony, and we're so happy that you are here. We're grateful for every one of you who have come tonight to share your beautiful, vital energy with all of us, with the collective that we are, with the one presence being in space and time that we represent. And so it's going to be a really beautiful night. We have Florence Riggs, as you just heard, as our musical guest. So please, one more time with me, because I've never heard her sing that. Applause. Thank you. Thank you. And we have Burl Bolerjack as our speaker. He'll be also leading the meditation, and we know what that's like, so be prepared to go deep with your meditation and really bring in, draw in the love, which is the reason why we're here. We are here to radiate spiritual energy, and we are already doing that. And when we come together, we elevate. We elevate not just who we are, but we elevate why we're here. And we become the one mind, consciously together on purpose, doing it. And so tonight, we are going to do that. And as more people join us, recognize that vibratory field that we're creating is expanding and is moving and transferring and translating itself around the globe and throughout the universes. So thank you again for being with us. So I would appreciate if you would just join me in the great invocation. We'll just repeat that because I don't have any for you out there, so my apologies. But please repeat after me. From the point of light within the mind of God, light streams forth into our minds, light descends on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, love streams forth into our hearts. Love increases on earth. From the center where the will of God is known, purpose guides our wills. The purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center which we call humanity, the plan of love and light works out and seals the door where ignorance dwells. Light, love, and power restores the plan on earth, and all is well. Thank you. Thank you. So that was our collective affirmation. And Florence had one for us so that we can have a personal affirmation, so that as we are generating the energies here, we have something to take home with us that's very personal. And it had to do with opulence. If you would just please repeat.
The opulence of the universe is my divine birthright.
The opulence of the universe is my divine birthright. You want to? I was going to say that. The opulence of the universe is my divine birthright. The opulence of the universe is my divine birthright. And we can hold that one and make sure that we're feeling that one and make sure that we're radiating that one, because that's the truth of our being. That is the truth of our being. So again, welcome. As you know, we're here to radiate and receive energy, spiritual energy. And for a couple of practical points, if we have clipboards, do we have clipboards? The clipboards are on the rear table. If you haven't been with us before, we would appreciate if you would put your name, email, phone number on there so that we can keep up with you and you can keep up with us. There's a lot going on and so much more planned for the future. And if you have anything in your own personal world of events, let us know. We can post those for you on the website, Facebook, wherever you would like. Thank you. So we hold these meetings at the time of the full moon to be in alignment with the ancient rhythms of our natural universe. And we link up to groups around the planet who are doing the same. We are grateful for your attendance tonight as you lend your beautiful energy to this, our purpose and our mission. And Spiritual Unity Movement's mission is to celebrate the spiritual unity of all life, raising the consciousness and light and love through community meditation, education, and to inspire and uplift and empower those who attend the World Healing Meditation ceremonies and all of humanity with the life-transforming experience of healing, oneness, and unity. And our motto is, we are saving our planet from the inside. Oh, it is. So, are there any announcements? Does anyone have anything that they would like to announce? So, our next ceremony will be coming up at the end of this month, August 31st. Please be here for that. We have Mary Elizabeth Radecki, thank you. Mary Elizabeth will be here. She is a master medium. I met her at a health fair. She has piercing eyes which look straight through your soul. And she went ahead and began to just share. I didn't ask, but she did. She shared information with me about me, things that were actually going on with me at the time that were very personal and private, but she knew. And she shared, and she gave me a little bit of guidance in the direction so that I can get more guidance for myself. So she will be here next month, and we will also have Miriam Green from Agape as our musical guest. So please be back. Our speaker tonight is Burl Bolerjack, as I've said, and Florence, as you've heard. And so we'll move on with our ceremony and have the message of the moon. Oh, opening rituals comes first. I'm sorry. Yes, opening rituals.
Thank you, Dina. Thank you, Dina. Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm glad you're all here. Do me a favor and turn off your cell phones if they're not already off. Thank you. Okay, we begin our full moon meditation this evening with an invocation. Great Father, Mother, God, and Goddess, be with us here now. Hold this space sacred from which we may do our work. Open our hearts to your golden light that we may radiate love into the hearts of all. Open our minds to your divine knowing that we may radiate understanding into the minds of all. Open our spirits to your infinite presence that we may radiate awareness into the spirits of all. One heart, one mind, one spirit, unlimited and indivisible. Be still and know I am God. Acknowledging that spirit is one and the paths to God are many, in our opening ritual, we will honor the world's religions and the many names of God with a quote from each religion on the topic of love. A bell will be rung and a candle lit as the name of divinity is sounded for each of the major religions of the world, after which we will sound the Om. Om is an ancient sacred tone, a deepening. Sounding the Om allows an intoning of grace, balance, and empowerment. There is no right or wrong way. Simply relax into your own tone, open to the nuances of this sacred sound as it moves through you. Our opening ritual will conclude with all of us sounding the Om several times, each on your own note, in your own time, in a continuing, free-form rhythm, creating a tapestry of healing sound. We honor all religions as expressions of the one God, Great Spirit, Divine Essence. May the wellspring of love find in us an unimpeded channel. Om. Dina, light the candle. Om. In the sacred tradition of Taoism, the Tao, Spirit arms us with love. In the sacred tradition of Hinduism, Ishvara, Shiva, Vishnu, Brahma, one best worships the Lord through love. In the sacred tradition of Buddhism, Lord Buddha, cultivate a heart of love. In the sacred tradition of the sacred feminine, the goddess in all her forms, the Divine Mother loves, nurtures, and sustains all. In the sacred tradition of Judaism, Adonai Elohim, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and your neighbor as yourself. In the sacred tradition of Christianity, God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. God is love. In the sacred tradition of First Nations people of all lands, Great Spirit, love is the medicine that holds all life together. In the sacred tradition of Islam, that's you. Allah, this is love, to fly toward a secret sky, to cause 100 veils to fly each moment. In the sacred tradition of all other religions, you may now together say any names of a divinity that you would like to include or invoke in this ceremony. Let us now uncross our legs and close our eyes if they're not already closed. Take a long and deep breath in and out. In and out. As you take another deep breath on the exhale, relax and let go. Let go of the day, let go of the people, the challenges, and just be right here, right now. When you're ready, put your feeling attention into your heart center and relax a little more. Imagine a bright, warm sun floating above your head. Its rays are emanating down into the crown of your head through your crown chakra. The sun is releasing a pure, warm, white light. This light is floating down, filling your head, your neck. It floats across your shoulders, down your arms, and out your hands. As it fills your torso, it envelops your organs in this pulsating, purifying, divine light. As the light continues to float down your body, across the waist, through the buttocks, down your legs, out the bottom of your feet, it releases all impurities, all imperfections, all pain and dis-ease deep into the central core of Mother Earth. Your body is filled with divine energy. Right now, in this moment, you are whole, perfect, and complete. As the light continues to energize, pulsate, and vibrate, allow it to expand out through your auric field. First, it fills the first layer. Imagine it expanding out into the second layer. It continues to expand out from your body. As you continue to feel the perfection of your light body, allow it to expand and fill this room with divine essence. Continue to expand your awareness and divine essence out of this space, and imagine and intend that you are now permeating all of Los Angeles with this pure, divine essence. Expand your awareness to all of California, across the United States, North America. Just let it float out across the globe, enveloping the land, the water. The white light of perfection is now vibrating, pulsating, connecting all the beings on the planet who gather with conscious intent to heal, balance, harmonize, and unify the islands of light. We have set the tone for the ceremony this evening. Now, ever so gently, bringing your awareness back into this space, into your bodies. Feel your feet on the earth. Wiggling the fingers a little bit. And when you're ready, take a nice deep breath in and open your eyes. Yay. So tonight's full moon is in Aquarius, and apparently it peaked at 11:31 today. But I'm guessing when we leave this building tonight, we'll be able to see it. It's the second of 4 supermoons, so it's going to be larger than what we're used to. So it's a pretty clear sky. I think we're going to be able to see it. I think it's going to be awesome. Full moons are considered times of release and relief in astrology. The full moon takes on the vibe of the other cosmic happenings occurring at the same time. For instance, Venus is in retrograde. This is known as the Sturgeon full moon, and it is the essence of Aquarius, which speaks to everything from one's inner genius to their unique eccentricities. Its Uranian archetype is a symbol of our ideals, our mind, and visions of the future. So amidst the sun's journey through show-stopping Leo, bringing emphasis to your inner child and heart's desire, the Aquarius full moon is putting a spotlight on your social environment and clarifying whether it's in support of your individual freedom. A symbol of enlightenment, celebration, and culmination, the sun makes a direct opposition to the moon during this lunar phase, which caused that sort of supermoon effect, right? Which also serves as a call for balance between the divine feminine and the sacred masculine. It's also important to note the influence of Venus in retrograde in Leo right now, whether it's financially or in terms of our relationship. This is encouraging us to get closer to our heart's desires and unique value systems. Right? Do your current relationships empower you or trigger your inhibitions? Whether personally or professionally, we can no longer disregard the areas of life that lack an equal amount of give and take. Every time I do these, I feel like balance is like a key theme. With the Aquarius moon highlighting our hopes and goals in relationship to community and relationships, this is a wonderful opportunity to plant seeds for the future. You may experience enhanced intuition, becoming awake and gaining awareness. This is a good time to clear past negative karma. Emotional baggage rooted in early life experiences, repressed anger, resentments, or old negative memories. Let it go. All right? Manifest your visions under the shooting stars, and your dreams may come true. Thank you.
Thank you. That was very informative. I'm going to watch the playback so I can take notes. Agnes, we're going to do our Om Shanti chant now. And if anyone else would like to join us, this is your time. Stand up, grab your drums, your rattles, your percussion instruments. And we need mics. Oh, do we have? Oh, there's one. And for Agnes, we'll share.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you've got the lead.
Yeah, okay.
When you're ready.
Okay, that's not what I understood before, but that's okay. Spirit wants it. Anyway, okay, here we go. So, thank you, and let's just really give our universe every bit we can give it, and
Okay.
it will radiate back. Here we go.
Okay.
Let there be peace in my mind. Let there be peace in the earth.
Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Shanti Om 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 Om Shanti Om. Peace within my mind. God and only God is moving me. Peace within my mind. God and only God I live to see. Peace within my mind. God and only God is moving me. Peace within my mind. God and only God I live to see. Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Shanti Om 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 Om Shanti Om. Peace within the earth. Peace within the earth. God and only God is moving me. Peace within the earth. God and only God I live to see. Peace within the earth. God and only God is moving me. Peace within the earth. God and only God I live to see. Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Shanti Om 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 Om Shanti Om Om Shanti Om. Okay, we're here. I would like to take this moment just to invite Burl up. Burl Bolerjack. Meditation is his specialty. Inspiration is what drives his heart. And creating beautiful opportunities for ritual and ceremony are his passion. And I only know a little bit about Burl. So I bring you and present to you Burl Bolerjack.
Thank you, Dina.
Oh, you're welcome. Go get it.
I don't know, Mike, is this thing on? Yeah. All right. So I'm going to start out a little different this evening in that I'd like to do our meditation first, and it will be a drum circle meditation. So we have instruments up here. I encourage anyone to come up and grab one, and we will create a group rhythm which will lead us into the stillness. Those beaters work better with those. All right, now that I've got you all excited about the instruments, I would ask that you lay them down. And I'll start this meditation as a guided meditation. At some point in the meditation, I'll encourage you to pick up your instruments and join in the group rhythm. Since this is our world healing meditation, when you reach that place of stillness and connection, I encourage you to open up your hearts and allow a healing energy to come through and radiate out in your own life and out across the planet. So meditating with the drum, like pretty much all meditation techniques, uses a focus for the conscious mind, something to occupy it, something it can hold on to, so that it stops paying any attention to that voice in our head that chatters away all day long. And deprived of conscious attention by our focus, the chatterbox will quiet down and become still. In that moment of stillness, I experience pure awareness. No thought, no self, it's pure awareness and a sense of connection to the greater whole. So if you would now, close your eyes, take a deep breath. As you release, allow your body to settle down into relaxation. Once more, a nice deep breath. And release. Settling deeper into relaxation. Now just breathe normally. And with each exhalation, feel yourself slipping deeper into relaxation. Focus on listening. Give the drum 100% of your conscious attention. Ignoring the chatterbox. Allowing it to quiet down and become still. encourage you to pick up your instruments and join in the rhythm. The key to this is focus on listening. Your body knows your rhythm and will create that rhythm and fit it into the group rhythm without conscious control. When we do this, the group rhythm becomes a powerful force, capable of leading us into that place of stillness, pure awareness, connection to the greater whole. Now take a deep breath as you exhale. Become aware of your body, sitting in the chair. As the rhythm fades away, whenever you're ready, open your eyes, alert and aware. Here and now. Thank you. That was Joyce. All right, I'm going to talk for a little bit now. And some of you have heard bits and pieces of this story over the years you've known me. But I want to try and shed a little light on what these meditative drum circles have meant to me over the years. It's been some 20 years ago now that I was attending drum circles here in the Valley. And occasionally I would come across one where this meditative experience was available. And I started to collect instruments and began putting them on. For me, they are a powerful antidote to the chaos and stress of the world as the human race is going through a transformation of some sort. And there's a lot of disagreement as to exactly what's going on, but something's happening. And there's a lot of stress and chaos associated with it. And the sharing, the gathering together in small groups, creating this group rhythm, and sharing the experience of reaching that place of pure awareness and connection to the greater whole is become a very powerful and a joyous spot in my life. Last couple of years have been not so good for Drum Circle. However, they seem to be picking back up, and it feeds my spirit to come and share this experience with a group like this here tonight. There's something special about Meditative Drum Circle. It's different from any other meditation I've ever been involved in. I believe that it's the act of all of us together creating that group rhythm, the vehicle that carries us into that place of stillness, that really amplifies the connection that I feel with the people we're participating with. It's it's just joyous. Over the years, I've come to a very simple idea. There's that moment of stillness and pure awareness and a sense of connection. And I have come to believe that, in very simple terms, my awareness and the awareness are the same awareness. The universe is alive, conscious, and aware. And we share that. Each and every one of us is the spark, the beingness behind our being. And the experience of going there in a group and sharing that experience has again feeds my spirit. In that moment, again, of pure awareness, I gain insight, I believe, into who I really am. You know, that joyous, beautiful, full of light entity that is who I really am, who we all really are. One of my favorite teachers, Eckhart Tolle, contends that the vast majority of the human race still look to the thinking brain and its story for the definition of who we are. And, you know, it's no wonder the world is in the shape that it is with all of these sad stories interacting, you know, across the planet. The experience of this moment of stillness and connection, you know, it is sticks with me. It is something which, you know, has become a part of my life. I have, over the past few years, accepted that this is who I am, this joyous, beautiful, full of light entity. And I practice radiating that joy out into the world in my daily life. There's a caution kind of goes along with that I found that as I practice it, it's fairly easy to slip over the line, you know, into joyously blithering idiot, you know. But what I've found with a little practice, it's possible to stay coherent and still be, you know, radiating that joy. The trick I've found is keep the thinking brain in the loop. You know, anytime we're dealing with other people or the outside world, keep the thinking brain in the loop. It's a powerful tool. The problem is that it begins to think it's boss. It thinks it takes over. You know, it's the one leading the story, and I simply don't allow that anymore. It is possible to maintain connection to that joyous sense of being, even while the thinking brain is dealing with whatever it's dealing with out in the world. We who practice this by whatever means, going to the stillness, going to that place of pure awareness. It almost, I've come to feel it comes with an implied commitment. You know, open up, bring that out into the world, bring that joy out. You know, it's these moments of stillness, this practice of sharing this true drum circle for me mostly, moment of stillness and awareness that you know, reminds me of who I really am, and I can in the midst of a drum circle look around the room and see who got there and who didn't. You know, the people who got there there's a radiance about them. There's a joyousness that comes through. You can see it light up in their face. They have been reminded of who they really are. And it's become my, what I consider to be my service to the planet during this time, to share these moments, to share these experiences. And again, I encourage you, open up and bring it out into your life. Let people see it. One of the things I've been talking about lately is I kind of made a promise to myself. I will no longer feel embarrassed about being the joyous one in the group. It's not something to be ashamed of. It's something to be celebrated. And it's who I am. It's who we are. So with that, I don't know what else to say about it. What I'd like to do, normally in my drum circles, I will end them by inviting people to stand in the center. One at a time, we surround you with the instruments and kind of fill each person with vibration. And what I'd like to do tonight is just kind of not necessarily a one at a time kind of thing, but just to gather out here in the open space with your instruments and share the vibration. Look around you. Anybody who's close, give them vibration. Give them the joy. I heard people toning earlier, and I have developed something called a howl. For the duration of the howl, I focus on the vibration in my chest, my throat, my lips. And for that few seconds, the brain shuts down, the thinking brain, and I am pure awareness. So, pure awareness. Howl with me if you choose. Howl. Howl. Walk around. Give people vibration. Howl. That's it. Howl with me. Yeah. Not be embarrassed by being the joyful one.
Joyful one.
Oh, I didn't clear it? Yeah, sometimes I mumble.
No, I did understand. Thank you. Tell us about it. Yes, ma'am.
I think I may have used up my time here, but thank you. You know, this is what I'm talking about, you know. We deserve this. All right, I'm not sure who's coming up next. Dina, are you? Oh, Florence. All right.
Feeling the beat, vibrating to it, all that energy. Thank you so much, Burl. I'm not gonna, yeah, okay, clap it. Thank you, Burl. Thank you. I really enjoyed the meditation and all of the rhythm that we created together. And speaking of rhythm, we're moving now into our special music. We have Florence Riggs as our musical guest today. We're used to hearing Florence chant, but can she sing? Yes. So please enjoy.
I loved. Well, I had to take a little break, and when I came back in, Burl had everybody in the circle, and you were up and moving and smiling and laughing and making a lot of noise. So come on up, stand up again. Everybody, we know about what namaste means, right? So there's a little bit of a chant that we can do. And what I'd like you to do is turn to everybody, if you feel comfortable doing that. I think you are. And greet them like this. Namaste, namaste. I am greeting you. Namaste, namaste. You are greeting me. Namaste, namaste. God in me sees you. Namaste, namaste. God in you sees me. Namaste, 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 namaste. Ooh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the seas. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me. Joy. I send my joy into the mountains, over the mountains. I send my joy over the seas. I send my joy into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my joy into the earth. I send my joy into the earth, the mother. I send my joy into mother. I send my joy into mother, and she returns to me. Let's see. Oh, there's this. The breath of God is breathing me. I'm resting in the breath of God. I know that all is well. See if you can pick it up. The breath of God is breathing me. I'm resting in the breath of God. I know that all is well. The grace of God is gracing me. I'm resting in the grace of God. I know that all is well. The joy The joy of God is joying me. I'm resting in the joy of God. I know that all is well. I know that all is well. I know that all is well. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. You guys are great. Let's meditate again.
I'm sorry, did you miss it?
So we could be ending a little early tonight, correct? So I've been going to metaphysical churches for a long time, one particular one, and we always ended with this song, "Let There Be Peace on Earth." Have a stand up. And let's hold hands. And if you can't, hold a hand, hold a shoulder.
Come into the middle of the circle. There we go. There we go.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our power,
All of the different.
love and all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my chargeless vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. So somebody said, let's talk about healing. And how we can talk about healing is, how do we have healing in our own lives? And sometimes it happens in a very big and strong and obvious way. And sometimes it's those little tiny, tiny moments where we were on it for a while and all of a sudden we realized our oneness and in the truth and divinity, and all of a sudden we got off it. So it's like, and we go through those moments of on and off and on and off. So as we do that, we still know that there is only one creative power, one source, one energy. May the force be with you. It is always with you, with us. It's here. It's part of us. It's part of the package of being in the whole of creation. So when creation happened, how did that happen? What did Creator do, say? It's like, okay, this is my concept of how God did it. And there's creation for you. So we are part of like the spittle of God. But not only that, we have that vibrational energy, which is the perfection of God, and perfection of God in everything we see and do and are and be. And that's one of the things that is challenging I know it's for me, challenging, because there are those little moments where I'm off during the day or off whatever, and then I have to just bring myself back. Sometimes not so gently. Sometimes I have to hit my head and say, this is where the truth is, you know. Maybe I had an argument with someone. Maybe, you know, something fell apart in the plans that were happening. And just to gently bring ourselves back to know that the healing is now. The healing is part of the package of our own wholeness. Would anybody like to share about healing at all? I know we have some incredibly conscious people here. Louise Mucha. I'll bring you the microphone.
Thank you for saying that, because I was very moved and wanted to share this story with you all tonight. 4 years ago, August, I'm going to go backtrack. 4 years ago, June 30th, I had $100 to my name. I had no income. I had no possibility of income, but I was grateful that my rent had been paid. I prayed with a practitioner at a center like this, and 5 days later, I got a job. It ended 2 months later, and on the full moon ceremony at the Onion at the time, I showed up. I just paid my rent that day. It was August 15, and I had $200. I was wearing the same necklace. I was wearing a different white dress. Instead of going, oh my God, my job ended, I only have $200, I chose a different way to think to myself. And I said, oh my God, this is so great. I've got twice as much money as I had, and my rent is paid. And I was very late. My mother was still with me. She had Alzheimer's. I stopped before the service. I was probably an hour and a half late, but something, Spirit said to go anyway. And I met an older gentleman in the parking lot, and I helped him to the ceremony. We sat together, and afterwards we talked for 2 hours, and we talked, and we talked. And we became fast friends 4 years ago. And he was my guardian angel that night and helped me understand what abundance looked like. I have had a lot of challenges physically in the last 12 years. I was ready to start my life before COVID started, so we know that shut everything down, but it prepared me to be sequestered. But I had an epiphany 2 weeks ago. You know, I'm always trying to change it. I'm always trying to heal, trying to find just the right thing. But 2 weeks ago, I had an epiphany that this is the best day of my life ever. And it was different. I'd said it before, but somehow it permeated me differently. And so I completely changed what I said to myself about everything. Even down to the fact that I used to say, oh, in the summertime, my blinkers on my car don't work. Somehow the heat expands something, they don't work. So I stopped saying that, and they work now. For 10 years, they haven't worked, Now, 80% of the time they work now, but because I'm just, I love that my blinkers work in all weather conditions. But I will tell you, I had pain in my body before a couple weeks ago, generally between a 6 and an 8. And just changing that thinking, and that's why I had to step out because my nervous system is healing. But I just said to myself, I know my inflammatory response in my body is perfectly balanced. I have been vigorous, like I have never been in my life, to heal these things because I know I'm here, like you are, to heal the world. And I've got to heal myself first. And my pain is down by at least 50%. Because I don't even say the word of the condition that the doctor said I have. I won't even say that because I'm tired of continuing to claim what I don't want. So don't claim what you don't want. Claim what you do want. Be vigilant about what you're doing inside here. And ask for what you want, not what you don't want. Amen.
Is there anybody else who would like to share about healing? That was really great. Well, one of the things that I did not say, and I'd love to say it now, is that when you laugh, you are definitely changing the vibrational frequency in your body. You could have a headache, you could have some other, life-threatening thing going on in your body, and the laughter. Norman Cousins, he was the one who said, laughter is the best medicine, and he healed himself through laughter. So find the joy, find the laughter, find the amusement in what you may be going through, and move to the other side of it. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much. What a beautiful evening.
Thank you for the opportunity because it's been fun just talking in my head, but it would be fun to share that with others. So, what day is this? What day is it? Monday. Okay, so on last Wednesday, our center in the AV flooded. I mean, it was a big flood. It wasn't a little flood. It was a big flood. It was like 10 hours of running water, gushing water, the entire sanctuary. So we're talking close to 6,000 square feet. It was a lot of water. And yeah, right? And what we wound up doing was those people who got the call showed up. We did what we could do. But in the meantime, having one person take the opportunity to initiate a call initiated another call and another call. So we had this network of people who showed up. That was one thing. And so now our church those of us who were there, we've moved past the reaction to the, wow, there's something big about to happen here. There's something about to change. Everything is being cleansed. And the purpose, not ours to know. We've been visioning for decades. Things are about to unfold. And so that excitement was one thing that helped keep me up here when my mind decided to jump into a loop, an emotional loop. So you have the thought, then you have the feeling, you have the feeling, then you have the thought, and now you're in the feeling, thought, feeling, thought, feeling, thought. Okay, so I was in the feeling, thought for the whole day. And I recognized that I was there, and I kept trying to get out. I set my affirmations. I have this thing I do for 17 seconds. I do it. Not that day. That day, it was about paying attention to the fact that you're in the loop. Do you have the awareness to recognize that your mind has taken over, and now your body has become your mind? Are you aware? So I'm paying attention. So yeah, I'm being aware because I don't have a choice. It was hurting. It was uncomfortable to be in thinking that did not serve my life. I recognized that it did not serve my life. And instead of taking on all of the thoughts that were coming through and the feelings that I was having, I went and sat down outside with the dog and discovered that as I listened around me, I could hear people who were having loopy conversations. I would not have been perhaps as compassionate if I had not been in the loop. I was in the loop so that I could know and recognize and understand what a loop is like, what it feels like, and how difficult it can be for people to actually exit that. So there is no judgment hanging around in the background of your thinking. It's compassion. It's understanding. and it's love. And so that's what I learned. And that was a great, huge healing for me. And thank you for listening. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And I want to repeat that into the mic. Thank you, everyone, for being here. It's been, as Burl would say, a joyous evening. And we're grateful for all of your energy and everything that you've contributed to this night of sending love out into the rest of the world. We do this with others on purpose, and by doing it on purpose, we amplify its outcome and its benefits in the world. We, the Board of Spiritual Unity Movement, do this every month, and I would appreciate it if all of you would stand and share who you are with those who've gathered. Spiritual Unity Movement Board, please rise. Okay. There you go. There she is. Okay. So this is who we are. And it is our pleasure and our joy to put on these ceremonies. Thank you. Thank you all for all that you do. I would like to thank Burl and Florence for this night. We've learned much, we've gained much, and we appreciate and love you both tremendously. Thank you for sharing your talents and your skills and your advice and your teaching. And especially thank you from me. I love you. SUM, our goal is to allow what we do to reach the rest of the world. So we freely give of our ceremony out to anyone who wants to put one on. So if there's anything that you're doing, thinking about doing, considering, let us know. We're here to help. If you have something you would like to announce, again, I've said that earlier, let us know. It's our pleasure to share those things that are happening in the world that helps to impact our growth. We have the opportunity to bring to Spiritual Unity Movement a much larger audience by just mentioning it to someone else you know. And Patrick's advice is send a text. And so we're working on, just so you know, we've canceled our phone number, so please don't try to call us at that number. And also, we are getting a new number so that you can reach us and we can reach you. We still have our email address, and so please feel free to email. We are not. Okay. And as you also know, we are a 501c3, and all of your donations are tax deductible. And should you need anything for the tax man, please see Miss Liz. Now, if you have them, they were in the programs. Our feedback cards, we haven't asked to have anyone fill those out in a long time, but should you have the moment, please do. And we also wanted to let you know and remind you that Florence has a healing box in the back on the table. There, we do pray on those requests, well, pretty much weekly. Somebody is working on that. And I've already mentioned that. So that's it for tonight. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here. We love you all. I call Miss Liz back up, and we'll have our closing rituals. And Frank is what? Closing invocation. Yeah. Closing rituals on our way.
Oh. Do I do that? But you did that. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, Patrick.
If you don't have a program, you might want to grab one or wave, and Patrick will hand one to you. Thank you, Patrick. He's our official usher tonight. Okay, so let's take a moment to read that together. Father, Mother, God, and Goddess, thank you for the blessings we have received. Be with us now as we leave this sacred circle and go forth into our daily lives, taking the energy generated here tonight out into our homes, our work, the people we love, and all we touch. May we be your open channels into this world each day. Ha-ho. So as we come to the close of our full moon ceremony, let us just take a moment to savor the centered focus of healing energy that we've generated here tonight. So we've talked about that healing energy, and my feeling is you always have your breath, right? You have the ability to change your nervous system with your breath every single moment. So know that, right? Get a breathing practice. It's helpful. Remember, as you let your own light shine, you simultaneously give others permission to do the same. Clearly knowing yourself as an instrument of light, a being of spirit, you add one more grain of sand to the scales that hold the balance for our global future. Know that in this moment, you are the grain of sand that is tipping the balance. I'd like to invite everybody up to circle our candle table. Let us embody the spiritual power and healing power that has been generated and received from the forces of light that guide this service. Let us focus that energy into the group center and allow it to rise up, pouring this blessing out into our world, extending its positive healing effect throughout the awareness of humankind and the consciousness of our planet. We will sound an extended freeform Om as the sacred tone pours through you. Feel yourself participating, drawing this healing love energy deeply into yourself and sending it out into your life, into our world. As we sound the Om, let us consciously extend our blessing to our planetary life, Mother Earth, including the animals, the trees, the air, the water, as well as all of those who are in need of healing. For those we would like to include in this healing circle, we speak their names together silently or audibly. You can include yourself here. Everyone on the healing list. And with power, love, and intelligence, let us send out this healing light energy to transform the consciousness of humankind. Namaste. Blessings and good night.